Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cavaliers will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Penn State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And it was this week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Cavaliers' offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game.
They got him for the safety. He kept the ball and didn't have time to move a muscle.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Back to pass. It's out. Here's the pressure. Fires left. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Runs through the tackle. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws to the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
all right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Got it in the middle with Singleton. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Release to the back. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
The return is brought down at the 36, and the Penn State offense will take over.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Blocking up front, they're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll give it to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Past the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Dropping back, it's Aller. Going for 6. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played 1. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll send out the kicker here. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Aller. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on third down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Harris. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Throwing right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Working that wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Back to the ground game on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Ennis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rush is on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Beck's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator...
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. Fighting off the defender. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He might want another play. To the air, it's Allard. With the catch, it's Pena. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Penn State.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. The quick out. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout, Penn State.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the returner is stopped. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Makes the catch. It's Ross. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, going up top. Under fire. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Brown. Smashes through the tackle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success, better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defense is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Look, we know he's not going to break any land speed records, but if you can run efficiently, it gives the offense another dynamic weapon. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
They're going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play, but now time for the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. This time on target. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Here's a hit. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Reynolds. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He leaves it with his back.
Tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the first down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, everybody's happy.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go!
Back to throw, it's Allard. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Field goal is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Floating away. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like,
and now the ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line. But will they go for it on fourth down? No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And the Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Cricket.
On the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit something.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around. And I think this offense is all but surrender, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the back. Got room to work. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. That's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front.